Hey DSMS, I'm here today with our wonderful school nurse, Miss Moskowitz, and we're here with some very important information pertaining to the health office and overall campus safety. We're well into our second month of school, and there's some information you really ought to know to keep us all safe. So welcome, Nurse Moskowitz.
Well, thank you, Ms. O'Boyle. I really wanted to take this opportunity now that we are, as you said, 2 months into the school year. We are having a problem with injuries. I know sometimes things are accidents, and that's why it's called accidents, but we can be a lot smarter. We're having a lot of bicycle accidents to and from school, but no one's wearing helmets. So please be sure if you're riding your bicycle, you're wearing a helmet. And don't carry too many items at the same time for balance. That's how people are falling off their bikes. Another thing we've come across this year is allergic reactions. Folks are sharing food, which is really nice, but you don't always know who's allergic to what. So please don't share food unless you know exactly what you're eating. It's so important.
Other few things we would like students to try avoid here at school is wearing flip-flops. Now, when we started at the beginning of the year, we talked a little bit about dress code. And I want to be explicit about the use of sandals or flip-flops at school. The reason these are dangerous is because they're flat and slippery. So if you happen to hit a patch of water in one of our indoor hallways, you're at risk for slipping and hurting yourself. So if you do choose to wear sandals at school, they need to have a strap around your heel. All students should have sandals with flaps on the back, or else we might call home and ask for a parent to bring a second pair of shoes for you. Also, we have a lot of students going in and out of buildings all day long. That's why we've got doors marked in and out. I see a lot of students using the wrong door throughout the day, and this can really result in some bad injuries. So please go in the indoor, out the outdoor.
That's really important. Thank you for reminding about that. I want to talk a few minutes about illnesses and then flu season. The health office is not a substitute for your doctor's office. We are here to support you if you get sick at school. But things that have been going on for days and weeks are really things that your parents need to take care of. If you get sick at school, we want to see you. We want you to get the care that you need so you can get back to school as quickly as possible. And that's going to lead us right into flu season. Did you know that now is the time to get your flu shot? It takes 2 full weeks once you get your shot for it to take effect. So now is the right time to get your shots so we can have as few people home with the flu. If you've ever had the real flu, you know it is no fun at all. But besides the flu shot, what are some of the best ways to prevent illness and spreading of germs? Well, you hear it all the time. It's wash those hands. And you need to use soap, and you need to use water for at least 30 seconds, and you need to do it often. The other thing is a proper coughing and sneezing. And this would be not correct. Coughing into your elbow is the proper way, or your shoulder even, to help stop spreading those germs.
We have several teachers that take a lot of safety precautions, having students wipe down desks, wipe down computers with Clorox wipes and things of that nature. So if your teacher ever invites you to do that, please take advantage of those wipes to get germs off of surfaces. Another thing we want you all to be aware of is that when you are sick, and really sick, like vomiting or fever, we do want you to stay home to avoid spreading those germs to other students. If you have an issue with this, we're happy to talk to your parents about it, but it would be bad for our campus overall if we had students spreading around the flu, for example. So please stay home when you're really sick. If you just have a sneeze or a cough, you can come to school, but again, use those precautions of sneezing into your elbow. Another thing is that we know at your age, a lot of students know when they're too sick to be at school. We want to be a part of that process. We're not going to deny you the right to call your parent, but what we have going on is some students texting or calling their parents without stopping by the nurse's office. You need to communicate with us when you're sick because we document these things and we're required to report certain things also. So please work with us and we will help you contact a parent if necessary.
Very good. Thank you for talking about that, because we are one happy family here, and we absolutely need to know what we're seeing. Or do we have a lot of strep throats? Do we have stomach flus? Do we have fevers in the school? We're a community health facility and we must follow those rules. Just a couple other things that you may or may not know. A pass is required to come to the health office unless it's a true emergency. And no students are allowed to come during passing period. And this is for safety as well, for accountability. Attendance needs to know that you are here where you're supposed to be. If you're still feeling ill or after a few minutes or still need to come to see me, please just ask your teacher and you'll get a pass or an agenda signed. I wanted to speak about that. And one of the last things is about medications. We're having a little problem with that, Ms. O'Boyle. Students, this is a district policy. If you have inhalers or EpiPens or diabetic supplies, there's a proper procedure that has to go through the health office and Mr. Hummert, and then you may be allowed to carry those items with you in your backpack or purse. However, no other medicines, not an Advil, not a Tylenol, not a Tums, no other medicines. This is district policy, and that's something that we have to uphold.
Yes, this is super important to us and very dangerous to have medicines in your backpack. Even though you might think they're harmless, they're not harmless to everybody. Some people have allergies, some people have different conditions where they can't have these things. We do not allow them on campus. It is a district policy. You can check them in with the nurse, and she could be the person to distribute these to you with parent permission. So please follow these guidelines. It's very important to student safety.
And finally, I don't know if you know this, but I wait for all of you to finish taking your lunches after 6th period. And a little bit after 7th hour, I try and take a break from my lunch. And then I use 8th hour as my prep for the endless paperwork, parent phone calls, meetings that we have to support you here at school. Someone in the front office will always know how to reach me. I always carry my radio. We are here for you. But by the end of the day, unless it's a true emergency, you should be able to manage your symptoms until you get home. Thank you for helping me finish my day as well. So thanks for listening, and remember to hydrate, wash those hands, and get plenty of rest.
Hey everybody, it's Cameron with the birthdays. The birthdays today are James DeCremer and Caitlin Wise. I accidentally forgot a couple birthdays a couple days ago. Those were Max Arts, Talon Shaw Lopez, and Abigail Kohlmeyer. Sorry if I said your names wrong. Now to the weather.
Hey, can we go on land? No. Why? The sun is a deadly laser.
Hey, what's up guys? It's Christian with the weather. Today there will be a high of 101 and a low of 76 with 30% humidity. Now to the sports.
Hey guys, I'm back with another edition of DSMS Sports. There is boys basketball and girls softball practice after school today. Now back to the anchors.
We're back! Here are the new student council members.
For 7th grade, the new members are Niana Thompson, Breezy Liberthal, Nathan Fritz, Ethan Mindelin, Sadie Feinberg, Nick Merendino, Ella Morelli, and Sydney Talby. Sorry if I said your names wrong.
The new 8th grade students is Nikki Whitney, Alexi Archer, Sophia Sande, Piper Hansel, Braden Cummings, Ashley Tissev, Mia Snyder, and Kirsten Davison. Sorry if I said any of your names wrong.
That's all for today, DSMS.
I think it's time to blow this scene.